Hello everybody, it's Max McAllister here from Traxxion Dynamics today to do what I hope is the last and final video on the Kuryakyn Omni highway pegs. We've installed these products on our 2021 mega build, the Warhorse, and it's been a nightmare from the start. We had defective parts that had to be replaced. We had mismatched pegs that had to be replaced. So Kuryakyn tried their best to send us what would work. The replacement mounting they sent us had been dropped and was cosmetically damaged before it even was put in a box. Since then, they've pulled this product off the market, apparently because of its quality is so bad that they're not able to even support it. Well, we did get it fitted to this bike and functioning through like modification and actually customizing it to get it to go on here because we had defective parts. But anyway, now that we've put the bike out on the road, the owner likes his pegs to set at a somewhat low height, but nothing crazy. And he touched the peg down in the corner, and which obviously lots of Goldwing owners drag pegs around everywhere. But what I have to show you is the damage that happened when this thing touched the ground. So this is a properly oriented mount and peg system, or the mount is properly mounted. Obviously the driver has tons of location options as to where he can put the pegs for comfort, so he can stretch his leg out. So the operator of this bike touched the peg down in a turn, and it took this whole main casting, twisted it around backwards, rolled it up, and wrecked a whole mess of stuff here. So I'm going to show you the actual peg here so you can understand how lightly this touched down. So this little scrape on the paint here, that little scrape on the paint there, little nick, and a little grind there. Remember, this is all that happened to this. But what happened to the main mount on the bike? The whole thing got peeled up, rolled around, twisted, and cracked it. So it was folded into a semi V here. I've straightened it because we don't have any other parts here, and this guy's getting ready to set sail. You can obviously see the stress crack through the part, and so what we're going to do is try and fix this to the point that it can at least serve as a footrest while he goes down to Key West, and that's where he's starting. When he comes back from Key West, we're hopefully going to have some Gold Strike highway pegs here to take these Kuryakyn ones off and throw them in the trash where they belong. Now, the problem with this part, why it's actually defective and never will be good, is this fits around the Honda crash guard rail, and sits like this. So if you're pushing down, it does it is kind of supported in this channel, the part is, but any upward motion, if you ever tip over or anything, this is just going to break off. And the reason is, all the way through that tunnel here, the thickness of this part where you push down with your foot and bear weight, this is the fulcrum here, up and down, is only this thick. This is as thick as the whole part is through there. It looks beefy and heavy. It weighs 3 pounds. But the truth is, it's no thicker than this edge. Let me get this to focus here, sorry. I'm not getting it to focus. I apologize here. All right, anyway, I'm going to go back out to here, reset this. So, measured it with a caliper, it's 150 thousandths of an inch, so a little more than an 1/8 inch thick. So, this part is just simply not strong enough, and it's just poorly designed. It's never gonna be a strong, useful part. So, here we go. I think this is better. See that? That's all the thickness of the thing. So anyway, that's why this thing will never work. So I've tried to straighten it. We're just going to try and make a footrest out of it. When it bent the bracket that secures it to the bike. I've straightened that as best I can because that was all bent up. Then this, when it bent, it took this and blew this out, the plastic here, the trim plate. So just a terrible product. I wouldn't recommend anybody buy this. And in fact, if you had bought it, I'd take them off, put them in a box, and tell them to give you your money back, because pretty much anything happens to this and they will break. And these are expensive. So anyway, that's my last and final review on these things. I think you get the message. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back in a moment with another video about another terrible Kuryakyn product.